bought this pipe and was very depressed that he came back from other pipers that he visited who said Pakistani bagpipes, wouldn't touch it with a barge pole and so on. Well, I'm used to fixing up Pakistani bagpipes with a new bag, Scottish chanter, and then making new drone reeds. Although, interestingly enough, the drone reeds that came with the set work perfectly. Now, the chanter that came with this set is actually in B flat, and the drones want to be in A. And it's just one of the typical things of this is that when you want something in B flat, you have to have drone reeds and drones that go up to B flat. Now, there are ways around it. You can make cane reeds, like these reeds that I made from California cane. And if you get the right length, you can end up actually playing in B flat, but it's a workout. So you can get these reeds that are Pipe Dream Easy drones, and there's several other of these composite reeds that do a really great job. Some of them will work in this, some won't. So, but in this case, I just had to put the reeds in, get them sprung, the tongue sprung so that they stayed open, and then the Scottish chanter that I have there, Robertson, plays in A. So it helps to actually have a particular kind of larger reed for the Robertson, but it's working now in A with a standard pipe reed. Now, this is also a standard pipe reed, and one of the things I do with these is I actually put collars on them or wires, because I like to control the opening and closing of the reed so I can modify it to blow easier or harder, depending. So it's just a stick with holes in it without the reed. So put the reed in, and the longer the column of air, the lower the note. Right on B flat. Okay, great. Now this one, this is the old style. This is a chanter probably from the 30s or 40s, 1940. Now it turns out, when I looked on the internet now, there's several different companies that sell A440 chanters. They have one that's by McCollum. They have another one by Roddy McClellan in Zebulon, North Carolina. Piper's Hut sells one of those in plastic for $153 is the price I saw there. The McCallum's more expensive. There's other people that are making A440 pipes. They call them orchestral pipes or A440 pipes, because A440 is the standard pitch for orchestral instruments. So when you play in an orchestra, the oboe player gives out an A440, or if he's smart, he actually tunes it a little bit flat, because all the violinists will tune sharp to the 440. So if he wants to play with the orchestra later on in the evening, all he has to do is sink his reed in a little bit more, and he's up to where the fiddlers tune. So it's one of the things, the ear can stand sharpness, it can't stand flatness. Now I have a mark here so it lines up with the finger holes, and that's a very important thing. And then the same thing with the blowpipe stick. So here's the non-return valve or clack valve, and I have a little mark there so that I can always make sure that this has gravity to help it. So when the bag is up to pressure, it closes that valve, the check valve, so you don't have to have the air blow back out into your face. Now, this came with a bag cover and the bag was some kind of Pakistani imitation Gore-Tex. But this is real Gore-Tex from Canmore pipe bags. And they have a deal where they have grommets. So you can feed the stocks into this grommet and you don't have to worry about trying to tie it in precisely where it needs to be. But this is a wonderful thing that Bannatyne bags. Bannatyne bags actually have one that's some kind of synthetic bag material covered with leather, so it has some stiffness. It doesn't flop around like this Canmore bag. So this is what you need to do in order to utilize a Pakistani bagpipe. And the wood in this case is shisham wood, which is also a Dalbergia like blackwood. And it's really beautiful. This is a really beautiful set. It's just the drones are not in tune with the chanter. And some of the chanters in these sets from Sialkot, Pakistan, oh, they're out of tune. So it just depends. This particular one turned out to not be in a bad state of tune, but it's in B flat. So that's the secret of getting these pipes going. If you bought one from, say, eBay for $130 or whatever, you can get that going. You just need a new chanter and a new bag, and you can be, you know, a happy bagpiper, even for not a lot of money. Now, I happened to seeing my friend buy this. He bought it used for $30. So, and it even had a case. And here's the bag cover, but it doesn't fit the Canmore bag. This is the bag cover, and it's actually Black Watch Tartan, whereas this other one is Royal Stewart. So this is the bag cover that came with it, and then there's the cords. So you got new cords, new bag cover, away you go. So what can I say other than that? Nice to have something that isn't that expensive, and with a little bit of work and a little bit of knowledge, you know, you can take a Pakistani bagpipe and get it going. It's not rocket science, it's bagpipe science. Thank you for listening.